here today a Selmer limited edition pearl lacquer alto saxophone. Now there are only 400 in production, and this is one of the first ones. So Selmer have made the decision to design this instrument to recognize the 200th birthday of the legend Adolf Sax. And in order to do this, they have drawn inspiration from the early Adolf designs, whilst also showing the development of the saxophone as an instrument through Selmer's own factory as they took up the mantle. So let's go into a bit more detail as to what Selmer have done with the instrument. One of their main sound concepts was to make an instrument with a warm, rounded sound without too much projection. Now this might sound like an unusual thing to say, considering most modern sax manufacturers strive to make a sound with plenty of projection. However, that wasn't the objective here. If you think about it, saxes back in the 20s, they didn't have to compete with loud instruments like electric guitars, for example. So there wasn't the need to produce a high octane kind of sound. So one of the first things they did to meet this objective was they've got this really thick pearl lacquer, and I'm told that it's got actual real pearl crushed into the lacquer to add this thickness to it. And this really helps to add warmth to the sound. You'll notice that there's no metal pad reflectors on the pads, it's just pure white leather, and this helps to take all the sort of highs out of the sound, just emphasizes the lows and mids a little bit more. There's also a specially designed crook based on that of the Model 22, which has a special shape that allows this warmth and presence of sound to come through. Beyond this, let's look at some of the ergonomic side of the saxophone. So immediately upon looking at the saxophone, you'll see there's this loop design here and a sort of wire mechanism down here on some of the low notes, the B and the B flat, very reminiscent of the early sax designs again. And if you ask me, very aesthetically pleasing as well. They've got nickel silver key touches here, which again, it's another aesthetic, feels lovely under the fingers. I don't think it does anything particularly for the sound, but it's certainly a nice touch to the saxophone. If we just turn it around here, you'll see there's a single pearl octave button here, and that's also sort of mirrored with down here on the E flat and C keys, we've got two pearl rollers down here. The octave key is also fashioned like that of a balance action saxophone, so just takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's got a really lovely design to it and a lovely look, again taking you back to those earlier saxophones. So let's have a blow on it and you can see what you think yourself.